close the distance on him. He
so
hit
you
him
could
first.
shoot him.
Well, again, we don't know what Chud knows when he decided to pull the trigger. Never fly, right? Him saying, I have PTSD, you better not say, right? And then he says, or what, you gonna chimp out? Like, and then the guy punches him? Dude, like, we're all adults here. Like, that's just completely unacceptable behavior.
That's just completely unacceptable behavior.
Talking about haram this, haram that. You're a cow for that. Murtad, all these other bitch ass shit that if they had told me this shit in person, I'll fucking punch you. Call me Murtad to my face, I'll fucking knock you out. Extremely disrespectful shit.
Narrow scope of this self-defense argument. Now, when it comes to self-defense, bro, there's 5 checks, okay? Innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness. And I'll go through each of them. Innocence. Did he have a right to be there? Yes. Imminence. Did he get attacked, or was there a reasonable expectation that there might be some serious bodily injury? Yes. He got punched. Avoidance.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
You got to let me finish.
No, because you're about to skip past point 2. Point 2 works for both parties.
Hold on. There's 5 things in self-defense. Literally, I had this talk with a self-defense lawyer.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying point 2 works for both parties. You're only thinking about Chud because you're aligned with Chud mostly. If you're saying that there was an imminent, I think I even tweeted out. I said everybody should approach this guy with caution. He is sending out rhetoric and he is saying he is down to commit murder. If anyone has that knowledge, when they see him, there is imminent threat. Why does that apply to the person that would be on the opposite side of the gun? How come only Dalton could feel threatened?
No. Again, let's go through it one more time.
What do you mean, no? So how can self-defense only count for Chud because he gets death threats online, but it wouldn't count the other way when Chud's the same guy saying he's going to leave Chimp's brain on the pavement? Myron's just so biased here. It's ridiculous. This guy's a complete fool.
Innocence, was he legally there? Yes. Okay. Imminence, he got punched in the face. Okay. Proportionality, we can have an argument about that one because we don't know how many what went down after the camera fell. Avoidance, he tried to walk away. Reasonableness, well, we don't know what Dalton knew at the time he pulled the trigger. But for all the other things, right, he pretty much had a right to be there, and that other guy closed the gap on him, punched him.
That's the only point you've made. He had a right to be there, but the other thing seems like it's going to be heavily debated.
You talk shit about black people.
Yeah.
Right? You're saying it's not legal, but someone's going to hurt you. Fair?
Yes. Any group.
Okay. Do you have the right to defend yourself if that happens then?
You do.
Case closed. You lost.
You didn't have to cut me off.
No.
All right. That's
no.
it, bro.
Whoa.
Case closed.
No.
Case closed, bro.
Wait. Hold on.
Like,
wait. You're missing a bunch
bro.
of things. You're missing a bunch of things.
I mean, seriously, did Myron think he ate with that one? Like, wow. If somebody punches me, I guess I can just shoot them and blow their brains out. I guess anytime somebody punches you, no matter where you're at, you can just shoot them multiple times too, because it's self-defense. Case closed. Case closed, everyone. Myron's right. Case closed. I'm sorry. He's just so stupid. And apparently this guy was an ex-federal agent. Like, he's so damn stupid. There's no way. He doesn't even believe what he's saying. He's just saying it to stick up for Chud the Builder.
What I'm saying is that if we're assuming, let's assume everything.
that was on video, Ack. I know that because it was on video.
Yeah, I haven't seen that video. You have the video?
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yo, there's video of this, man.
Okay, so there's a video of the guy walking up to him.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen that video.
The police are trying to subpoena it right now. That's why I'm saying all this, Act. Yo, the dude closed the distance on him, bro, and then he punched him.
Is there a video of the whole altercation, like the whole, precursor to the altercation?
It shows everything before the altercation, and then on top of that, after he punches him, the camera falls to the floor. So you don't see what happens. You just hear struggling for a few seconds, then shots go off.
Wait. Do you have the video? You could play it?
I don't have it.
Oh. What?
The Pump Fun, I'll tell you why. Pump Fun deleted it because it heard gunshots. They have automatic AI where if gunshots are heard on a stream, it shuts it down.
AI, huh? The funny thing is, if this was reversed, he wouldn't be believing Ack. AI took it down, really, Myron. It's AI. That's why it got taken down. Like, how does this guy have followers? It really just blows my mind. And look at Academics' face. He can't even believe, bruh.
So how do we
Like,
have
that's
the info on it if no one's seen it?
What was that?
Wait, how do we have the info on it if like, I'm guessing only the people who live seen it?
Several people in my community saw the live stream. That's why. That's how I know. They watched it. They were there watching it live as this all happened, and then once the shots went off, the stream ended and Pump Fun took it off.
Well,
Chud walked away.
if he's walking away but still saying stuff, is that disengaging?
It depends on what he said. It depends. But the bottom line is he walked away and created distance, and this guy followed him. And it was a significant amount of significant amount of space. We're talking 70 to 100 yards, like damn near a football field. The guy came back towards him.
Did he just say the guy came back 70 to 100 yards to follow Chud? Really? He came back a whole football field to follow Chud. Myron is just so full of it. The guy will say anything just to cover Chud. We know you like the guy. We know you don't like black people, bro. You've admitted it. It's like you're just saying anything to be on the opposite side. And like, just be honest, bro. Just be honest. And this is the thing, right? I don't do the whole black versus white thing. I don't do the race card, right? Like, I'm not a victim or anything. I'm just calling it for what it is. If roles were reversed and a black guy shot Chud, he wouldn't be saying what he's saying right now, and it's ludicrous. I think just like Chud with all the other videos, he was an agitator. He probably kept trying to follow them, and they didn't want to deal with him, and he probably did the chipping out thing. That's probably what happened.
If it's 75 to 100 yards. Listen, you know what 100 yards is? That's a whole football field. The people watching the stream is no way being able to be like, oh, it's 100 yards away. First of all, 100 yards away, you could only hear the person if they're shouting.
It's not consistent.
Bond has never been only related to the particular charge.
DJ Academics is 100% right, and he's about to school Myron on this part too. Myron is trying to act like everybody's going to have the same bond if they do the exact same crime, and the amount of money they make, it doesn't come into effect. Like, no, it actually does. If LeBron James went to prison for a certain crime versus me going to prison for a certain serious crime, and they're both the same crime, he's going to have a higher bond because he can afford more to get out. Why would both of our bonds be $40 if he can get out easily? It makes no sense.
It's always related to all type of mitigating factors that the judge has to consider. What does this person do for work? What is the chance to reoffend? What is the likelihood that if they get out of jail, they could use their money to influence witness this and third? There's a reason why Lil Durk is offered a $10 million bond.
Again, nobody died. That's important. And then on top of that, he's saying it's self-defense.
He's a social media figure.
That doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Wrong. Proved over and over again.
Wrong. No, Myron, it does matter. You're an ex-federal agent. How do you not know this? If somebody makes $40 million a year and there's another person who makes $40 an hour, and they both go to prison for attempted murder, right? They're not going to have the same bond. Because if they both had $20,000 bond, the guy who's rich would get out way easier. They'd bond out the same day or the next day. Like, Myron's just acting stupid here for no reason. Okay, guys, in this clip, this is so funny, right? Myron is trying to say only black people react to, like, disrespect in a violent way. And Academic is like, no, there's other racial groups who do it too. Other cultures do it too. And he schools Myron on this point because it's totally true. I think Myron just has some type of, like, vendetta against black people, right? Like, I understand, like, statistics about crimes and stuff like that, but majority of black people, like, don't commit violent crimes. They might do it at a higher rate than other races, but not majority of black people do this.
But they'll put his face on a bomb and drop it on a pray to Allah, this and third. And then I looked over at Israel, they put his face on a bomb. Okay? So in the real world, I haven't seen Sneeko done nothing to nobody. But they'll put his face on a bomb and drop it on a city. That's way less than some guy saying a word and getting punched in the face. Yes, when you have words, even if it's not violent, other people meet those words. If they feel what you're saying is violent or disrespectful or offensive, they meet that with violence. Okay? It's not black people. Because let me ask you a question. Do you think what that black guy did to Chud, I didn't know Israel was putting Sneeko's name on bombs. What do you think is worse? So when you say that only black people do that, it looks like other people do it too. I think I could Google it. They put Sneako's name on a bomb, and Sneako I've never seen him physically harm anybody that's Jewish. But you know why? He got the rhetoric that they don't like. It's offensive to them. And in their response to that offense is not by saying, you know what, we're mature. They're saying, put his name on a bomb and let's go kill some people. That's true, right?
They put my name on a bomb too.
They think the same about you. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that you're saying it's only black people that are triggered to violence. Well, what about the Jewish people that you have rhetoric that don't go along with them? They put y'all names on bombs and inflict violence with it. It's not just black people. It's everybody when it comes to offense. People just think that black people are pussy and they should not be able to do anything when they're offended. But when you offend Jewish people.
Okay, you guys are probably wondering, Myron, what's going through your mind, right? Okay. As you guys can see from my face, I'm actually shocked that he's trying to make the comparison that saying chipping out is the equivalent to Israel dropping bombs in Gaza.
Absolutely. Wrong. Proved over and over.
This guy's a complete idiot. He was not comparing saying chimping out as the equivalent to getting bombs dropped in Gaza. That's not what he was doing. He was saying when everybody has a certain line of disrespect. Every race has it. Every culture has it. And every race will act out in violence whenever some disrespect is in place. That's all he was saying. But of course, Myron doesn't understand that. He has low IQ, and his next part is so freaking funny. He tries to go to the comment section like they agree with him, and they weren't.
Okay. Now look at the comment section, bro. Like, Myron Gaines retired has me agree with academics. At this point, just go ahead and have the conjugal vision one. Thinking insults, warrant violence is fucking ridiculous.
Myron, you don't
give it accountability. Imagine a world where saying, "Hey, you gonna chimp out?"
Myron,
Just punched. What?
Myron, I'm gonna.
Well, yeah. Ack also tried to say that chimping out or even an N-bomb is a fighting word, and legally speaking, that's not true.
Absolutely. Wrong. Proved over and over.
No, that's not what academics was saying. He was not arguing from a legal perspective. He was saying that in general, right? Whenever you use some type of racial slur, even against like gay people or a certain race, you expect to get hit. He's not saying it's right in a legal sense. He's just saying that it's definitely enough to warrant getting punched, right?